Hi guys, this is Sai Kumar Kurtiwada. In this video, we will learn about JavaScript switching statements. So what is this switching statements and how to use this switching statements and when it can be helpful other than if conditions. So let me go into the Visual Studio Code. Here we have already completed our if conditions. Let me remove this. Now when to use switch statements. Whenever you have conditions which will return you true or false, then you can use if condition. But in some cases, we may be having lot of cases to handle. In that cases, it is always recommended to use switch statements. So when to use that switch statement and how to write that switch statements, we'll see. So first thing is I have a variable called as product name and the product name is something like milk. So this is my product name. Now I have different cases. Whenever there is anything related to the product name, I want to display that product name. So first I'll explain you how the switch case syntax will be. So switch and the variable to compare, comparison variable should be there, and it has to match with any of the case. So case some value and execute. There will be one more case 2, and that will be executed here. So based on the comparison value, whenever this particular switch case matches with this any of the case, then that will be executed. So we'll see in reality. So switch comparison value and the cases whatever we are covering in that particular case or switch. So now let me go with switch of product name. You have a product name. If my product name is milk, okay, so let me remove this one here. Yeah, milk, and then you will be getting a console.log of milk product and save this. Now let me copy this. I have something called as curd. The product name is curd and the curd product. Now we have some other case like chocolate, and you have something called as console.log of chocolate. So you have different products and that products will be displayed based on the availability. So for example, I don't have any matching product, then I'll be showing a default one called as console.log of product not available and save. So now I gave a product called as milk. So let's see how it works. So milk product, curd product, chocolate product, and products are not available. All the cases are getting executed. Why this is happening in switch case? So switch case will execute all the cases if you don't break that particular case. So what is this breaking of a case? We'll see. Here, whenever your case do not want to continue, then you will be using a keyword called as break. Break keyword, what it does is once it finds this case and execution is completed, then you will be using a break statement. From the break statement, it will just terminate the switch case. So and it will come to the remaining execution. So execution completed. This is after my switch case. So what happens now? Let's see. Now milk product execution completed. That means it found the case, it executed the case, and it came out of the switch case, and it is displaying the remaining statements. In the same way, we have to break all the cases. And let me use default. This will be not a problem. If you want to break, you can break that as well. So milk product is available, and then I'll go with curd and save this. Now execute. Now you can see curd product. But what I want to do is I want to commonize all the milk related stuffs. For example, a curd is a milk related stuff and milk is a milk product. If you consider paneer or anything that is related to milk, that are milk products. So what I'll do is I want to combine this curd and milk together. So instead of showing curd or curd product, we will be showing a milk product. So in that case, we can do two cases. One is I can handle like this. One case, you are writing the duplication of code, and if you execute that, it works as expected. But this is something like you have only one line of statement. But if you have multiple lines of statement, it is very hard to manage both of them, and it is also not much readable because you are duplicating the code. I want to maintain one code, but for both the cases it should work. How we can handle that? We can handle the same thing by using another case. That means you can have multiple cases and that executes the same logic. So now I can remove this. That means you are telling that if it is milk also, you can go and execute. If it is curd also, you go and execute. That's how we are managing our milk and curd. So now both comes under the milk product. Let me execute now. So you got the milk product for curd also, and if you give milk, and that milk will also come here as a milk product. So that means you can handle multiple cases with same logic in this way. So that is how you can use switch cases. And this switch case helps us to improve the performance if you don't have some conditions. For example, you can write if conditions when you want to combine two conditions or three conditions together. But in this case, we can't combine together with the true or false cases. Whenever you are handling with true or false cases, it is always recommended to go with if condition. And if you want to handle some set of comparison cases, that means whatever the variable you want to compare with some string or with some set of numbers, then you can go with this particular switch cases. But whenever you have some true or false cases, and if you want to handle that with the boolean cases, then it is always recommended to go with if else if cases. So that's how you can use a switch case, and that's how you can work with your break statements in your switch case. And even some cases where you want to handle few things. For example, if it is a milk case, then it has to go into the milk product as well as curd product. That means I have something like this, and now what I want to do is I want to go into milk, I want to go into curd. I can just remove this, and if he's taking the milk product, I want to show milk as well as curd. So let me go here. If I use curd product, it is curd. Save this, execute again. So you got the curd product, but if I give milk, I want both curd and milk. So let me save this, and now you can see milk product and curd product. If you don't give for a particular case, that case will execute until it sees the break statement. So that is how your switch case with the different cases until it sees a break statement. So that's how it works. Hope this gave you a glance and a clear understanding of our switch statements in JavaScript. Hope you like my explanation. If you like my video, like, share, subscribe to my channel for more updates. Signing off. Thank you.